Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. It is once again Friday. I just kicked the thing. And, well, in what is tradition, we're going to the Boneyard, man. So, I'm going to go get in the car. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Yeah, buddy. So, of course, green light. Not too cold this morning. That's what we listened to on the drive. Which, we're there. Look at it. Look at it. Oh. We had this crazy, stupid windstorm yesterday. I just cleaned up all of this. The ladies are out walking with their dogs. Yeah, I just cleaned up all of this. And then wind again, so now I gotta clean it up all over again. I'm not pleased. Gotta wave to the ladies. Everybody wave. Everybody wave. Did you wave? You better have. Break your thumbs if you didn't. We believe in kindness here. Just look at that. That garbage can was right there. And now it's over there. It shouldn't be over there. It's not where that goes. Fix that. None of the trees blew down. That's good. I had to cut that one down before it blew down. I had to cut the one back there down before it blew down. Jiminy Christmas. Well, what can you do? You know what I mean? What do? You just... That's all you can do. Oh, I got breakfast, by the way. Sorry I didn't ask you if you wanted anything. Kindness. Break your thumbs. Okay. Time to make the donuts. Oh, blah. That's right. Look at that. Windows. We got it all. We got it. We got lockers. We got lights. I put those in. It's a really terrible drywall job. That was me. This is what I do. Every morning. Oh yeah. We better do that. I'm gonna want all of that. Come with me. Show you what else we do. Yep. This is the place. This is the thing. Beautiful. Come on. There. You get sticky and it doesn't want to water right. Don't want to do it sometimes, man. Look, more windows. This one's filthy. Do we ever clean it? No. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, I'll have a thing to show you guys later. I'm going to go make the coffee, eat my breakfast, do my crossword, finish that podcast. I'm early anyway. So, yeah, I'll be with you. Let me tell you guys something. This coffee, Folgers, absolute garbage. It is some of the worst coffee. I only bought it because it was on sale, and good Lord, I paid too much for it on sale. It's really gross. Don't buy it. Unfortunately, the kind I like, which is even cheaper than this, but better, I don't think I can get it anymore. So it's either going to be like this or Maxwell House, which is better than this, but was not on sale, or store brand, which is still better than this. Okay, I'm going to do this first. Breakfast can wait. Did you guys see the last video? If you didn't, go do it. I was putting sprinklers in because we didn't have any. I'll show you guys the hole later, but I dug up one. This one. There it is. Because I thought this thing was leaking because this one's an old one. And it was not leaking. This was leaking. Because the dummies, bunch of dummies, put a galvanized T in PVC, and it's dumb. Don't do that. And I think they glued this into that because they both broke. And that is all of this is the glue right here. And I ain't never seen clear PVC cement. I don't know what the hell they did. So I thought, oh, quick 20 minutes. I'll take this off. I'll unscrew this. I'll put a new one on. Job will be done. No, because all this crap is leaking and broken all over the place. I had to take the thing apart. Here's part of the union that this was attached to. Here's the new one that's going on. We didn't have any of this kind of T, so I had to go buy the one that's threaded on all three ends. So look, here's what's going to happen. The pipe that's in the ground now, that imagine this. This one broke when I took it out of that piece of junk. So I'm going to cut it, make it nice and neat. We're going to glue it with real glue. It's going to go in there. Okay? Okay. This one we're going to put in. And then this piece will go over here where it came from, inside the union that it came out of, which means it goes like this. It's hard to do one-handed. It goes like this. Feed this into the union. We can pull it out. We thread that on. We scoot this thing back. We tighten that up. And then this goes on top. And yes, I'm putting galvanized on a T, but I'm putting it on the spot that makes sense. You don't want to use PVC for this because, yeah. Why did they do that? It angers me. It's still like too cold to really get out and work, so we've got these drains. I'll show you. There's a road goes that way, and every corner there's a drain goes under the road. There's a pipe, so water can run down. Blah blah blah. But they get plugged up, so I'm capping them off. Using this stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff for that project. But there's also, there's a hole where the pipe goes. You know what I'm saying? Sure you do. And we don't want anybody stepping in and killing themselves. So got some old fence pipe here. And I'm gonna try and build a thing. So it's a very rough draft laid out. Some of these were not the greatest cuts, so I'm gonna have to recut those. And then we gotta thread them. See if I can get some elbows and T's and whatnot. And this will just be like a big square with a thing, and then there will be a thing on top that you can see through and step on and not fall through. That's the idea. It's too cold right now. Very pretty, but it is too cold right now for me to go and work on that pipe. It's way over there somewhere. It's about 30 And that glue doesn't like to set very well until it's 50-ish. So I'm gonna rake some pine cones though. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Sure it does. All right, here's the hole. That's the busted piece there. So just gonna, that stops right there. So I'm gonna just cut it right there. Glue the new thing on. Put the T on. This is where the other one goes with that slip-on thing. I'm gonna cut a little longer pipe than I need and go in there so I can scoot it back and forth. And the T will go from about here to here, which means the sprinkler will be about there. I had to change that one last year, and there's one more down there that I'll need to change later. Yeah, it's still not quite warm enough to. What the heck is that? You guys are gonna see this before I do. What the heck is? This is a terrible job. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. Plenty warm. So that big old lump of glue stops right about there. So we want to try and avoid that. And also cutting off your foot. And making sure the safety's off. Still there. We good. Oh, that wasn't even... What the... What? Garbage. Okay. Yeah. Oh, nice hair. Oh, there's one of those right there. God, this is weird, man. This is weird. Anyway, now that we're here, this is a glue fitting. Goes on there, like that. We glue it with this mostly straight up. Is it less crooked than I was this morning? Let me tell you that. Then this other guy right here, he's gonna go in there. But oh no! Look, there's a hole. What do we do? Got you covered, son. So this guy, important, keep that. This guy, die in a fire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this together while I prime and glue these, because the less twisting of this I have to do, the better. So get this in where it needs to be. I don't like how low that looks. Yeah, it's not good. Because this side will be able to spin free until we tighten this down. This will be like the last thing we do, other than putting the head of the sprinkler on and filling the hole back in. You know what I meant. Shut up. Now, if you guys don't remember from last time, we got two flavors. We got grape and we got blueberry. You put the grape on first, both pieces. Outside of that, inside of this, not the other way around. That won't work. And then you put the blueberry on, and then you don't put it on straight. You put it on with a little bit of an angle so you can turn it. And that gets you a good seal, unlike whatever the hell they did. Grape has been achieved. Now time for blueberry. And blueberry achieved. This does not take long. And that's fairly well set already. It's been 15 seconds. So yeah, not much to that. Now the tricky part, I gotta measure this, and it's gotta stop. Like right about there to right about there. So I need to measure from the middle of that, yeah, where the stop is, to right about there. Right about there. So let's do that. 10 1/8 for those of you playing at home, which, you know, just holding it, I should have known that. Anyway. This guy goes in here. That's pretty perfect. This piece will sit on there. Actually, I could probably take a 1/2 inch off of that. But this fills in that hole. This piece goes on there, tightens that up. I know I've said it before. I want to make sure you get it. Okay. I dribbled a little. It's all right. Got it on my finger too. Look, you can see it. Clear as day. So, lift that up ever so slightly. Got it. Oh, did I make it still just a little too long? I did. Dang. I even cut that little bit off. Well, we'll cut that little bit off again. And it'll be good. This is why you dry fit. Because, you know, it's easy to take apart. Told ya. See, there's a second one. So, now that this is still free to move, because we haven't tightened this, we just tighten that. And now, oh, you tighten this guy. We'll have to get the wrench on that, but they're right there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll get the wrench on that. Snug that up real good. We'll be, I'd say, 106% leak free. All right, kids. That is very shaky camera. Well, there we go. Now, this is the dicey part. And I'll tell you why. Metal is harder than plastic. I know, right? I just found out. No, but the deal is, metal will hit metal and stop. Plastic will hit metal and plastic will hit plastic and stop, excuse me. But metal will hit plastic and doesn't always want to stop. So I'm going to be very careful. I should have put a, this is called a nipple. Get your giggles out. There. Should have put a little longer nipple on it. But I'm gonna, I mean, that's pert tight. But I'm gonna give this just another, what? Turn that much. Because I want this flap to open towards that fence. Why? Because that's how all the others go. So we're just gonna carefully. Bingo. Okay. Job's done. Looking fit, fine, and fancy free. I'm gonna clean up my mess. It's not much of a mess, but there's a mess. We'll go turn the water on, not with a sprinkler in it, and we'll make sure that, you know, the water goes where it's supposed to go and doesn't go where it's not supposed to. I did guarantee 86% chance, no leak. I'll show you guys the pump last year. There's the pump. Same as this year's. Weird. So our hole is just over there, and pump's right here. Of course, this is where the sprinklers are. So we just gonna kind of light the fire and get the hell out of Dodge. Pretty good. Government secrets, you know. Oh, all right. We all right. Now, I hear a lot of air. Oh, there we got some water. I'm fairly positive I don't have a drain open somewhere. It does sound like a lot of air, though. Well, I guess that was open all night. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I do want to get out of here before they start, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. Let's go for a ride. Hold on. Good job. That was an unsanctioned turn. Alright. No cars, no cars. Beautiful. Now, I don't know, I should say we don't really know which route the water takes to get from there to there. But I tell you, I can hear it. I hear a little hiss. I don't like that. I think I know where it's going to be too. Yep, right there. I didn't get that as tight as it was before because it started cracking on me, like clicking. And I didn't want to crack the thing, so we'll get the wrenches out, tighten it up a bit more. But the old one was leaking right there. That's okay. That's okay. Still going. We good. Fun, huh? Been here 3 hours. This is going to be a two-handed operation, so bye. And I don't know, 8 seconds later, we good. Water's still on. I think enough of it got out around those threads and cleaned them out, so yeah, we good. I'm gonna go have a coffee break. You guys fill in this hole. I'll be back in, I don't know, how long is a coffee break? 2 hours? Oh, that's pretty near job well done. You never get as much dirt. Like, you dig a hole, you save all that dirt, you put it back in the hole. There's never enough dirt for whatever reason. So I give that a day or two. Come back out, take a load, mount it up a little bit. That could have been a little taller. That's all right. Yeah, here's one. Well, let's take a walk. This one needs changed also. And I had no idea where the heck this one goes. I don't know if it stops. There's one there. There's one there. I can't imagine it going that way because that's behind it. It could go that way. But I don't know. I don't even use that one. That one's stupid. Anyway, water's going. Hole's filled. Yeah. I gotta turn some more water on. But the dang don't dang. It shouldn't dang. It should dang. Jeez Louise. Why is it so neat and clean in here? This is what they told me to do. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? That's what they said. Not quite that way. Where's my keys? I got more watering to do. I don't know what the Bosch left on up here previous. But I can't find the valve keys. That's the drain key. This was my cart when I started working here. I don't know why there's 4 cup holders. There's only 2 seats. And ain't nobody riding back there. I like this cart. This is a good cart. Much better than this piece of junk. Garbage. He might have them in his truck. That don't help me none. That means I gotta go back down there. Alright. I want to make whatever they make just for doing that. Just for the hour. Service call and all. We got a green light. We got an orange light. You guys couldn't see it. There you go. That's supposed to the thing. When you do the thing, that's supposed to thing, not anything. There's also something to do with looking at that thing, which I'm not gonna do. You guys can look at that thing. I can't. There's the sun right there. It's very bright. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. Bad. I don't know. There's supposed to be a thing. Nothing. Just doesn't end. So, here's one of those drains I was talking about. And see, there's a hole. There's a hole. We're going to cover that hole one day. I forgot to turn this one on. This is a new one. All these big ones out here are rainbirds. This is a K-rain. Normally we have hunters. I'm trying these. We'll see how they work. They're like half the price of the hunter. And seem to work just fine so far. But I forgot to turn this one on. Well, it looks like water's coming out of it. That's supposed to happen, so that's okay. Gonna get... That's pretty good, man. For a little guy like that, throwing almost as far as that, well, that one down there needs tweaked. I had this here last time because this was a willow tree that I cut down because it's got a crack running all down about there. So, yeah. I'm hoping erosion will just eventually lop that top 4 feet off. Now, how far is it going to go this way? I think this is going farther than the Hunter that was there last time did. If it'll get to right about here, which I think it will, I'm going to be happy as a clam. Okay, you can stop now. You can stop. We don't need to water the road. That's fine. Guys, I'm pleased. They get just the littlest bit of overlap with that guy. Those two in the next row are getting that center spot. I mean, ideally, that's not going to stay there. It will be one of these, but it wasn't that much sense in throwing that much water out if all of it's going to hit that tree. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Anyway, up there somewhere is the key. Oh, I had to tweak this. Hold on, hold on. I'll show you how complicated these sprinklers are. This is what you need. This has even got a K on it, so you know it's for K-rain. Well, this is not one of their fancy ones. But this thing right here, it's got a plus and it's got a minus. We want it minus, so we're going to turn it towards the minus. There. Minus too much. Plus a little bit. Not enough. Plus a little bit more. A little bit more. Beautiful. Okay. That's it. The important thing to remember about sprinklers like this, Hunters and K-Rains have a right hand stop. No matter how much I tweak this thing, that's always going to stop in that spot. Always. You are adjusting the left hand spot. So, tweak it one way, it'll make it shorter. Tweak it the other way, it'll make it bigger. Rainbirds are backwards. They have a left hand stop. So they open that way. These open that way. Got it? Good. Don't ask me again. Oh, and I guess here's the other hole. The guy who had this job before me put in this crappy plastic stuff, which, as you can see, doing a great job. But he had like a bucket lid covering that up, and that ain't no good. So that's on there. We're gonna put a grate on top, so you don't step in it. Because if I don't know if the rules are any different where you guys live, but where I live, if you fall down in a cemetery, that's where they bury you. It's a weird rule. We're a little backwards like that. And safety, that thing. I just got rid of like 8 of those. Where does he keep getting them? He's going to other cemeteries and stealing them. That's what he's doing. No keys. Does he have a key in his thing? No, that's the pipe he decided to fix. And just left it. Didn't put a flag on it or nothing. I could be killed. Then you'd never see this video. Aha! Aha! There we go. All right. There's 2 right there I'm going to go open. I got to go and check like the other 8 to make sure they're closed, because I don't know what the hell one he had on last. And, yeah. Then it'll be lunchtime. Oh boy. There's a couple of these valves. We had a leak here for quite a while. I dug this up last year, and it was, we don't dig graves by hand out here, but trying to find all these leaks that they'd been just hoping would fix themselves, I ended up digging a few basic basically graves. I mean, nobody in there as far as I know, but you don't know. Anyway, there's a cap right there. That whole part of the cemetery, all the way down there, over there, is run on that pump I just turned on. That way is all run from the pump inside that building. Well, if that pump should ever die, or that pump should ever die, we can open that and do the whole thing on one. There's like a pipe, not that big around, raw hair. And right next to that pipe, over here somewhere if I remember right, another pipe, 2 inches maybe. And that's where the leak was. We were very worried it was going to be in the big pipe. It was not in the big pipe. Anyway, so I'm going to open these. That'll turn the water on here, over there. And there's one there I got to turn off. One there, one there. There's like another 5. I got to go make sure it's shut before I turn that water on. So this is basically 4 days of my week for the next 6 months. Doing this twice a day, sometimes thrice a day, and yeah, just keeping an eye out for leaks if any ever show up. It's very exciting. Can't you tell? Found the other key. I don't know about you guys, but I consider that a bad habit. And of course, it was the last one, and it was open. And this one sucks. I think we need a new valve here. Will that ever happen? Probably not. So it's not just a me thing, right? He struggles with this too. He doesn't remember how he used to do the water out here. My excuse is I hadn't done it till last year. But he just can't remember. And as I've been out kind of walking around, going through the motions on this, you know, muscle memory kind of kicks in. You're like, oh yeah, then I did this, and then I did this. I don't know why he's got these on. Especially with that up there. That don't make no sense to me. But he does it different than I do. Like, I like to keep, you know, I like to keep things kind of sort of conglomerated, I guess. Like, if I'm going to have these on, it's going to be with that or the rest of this and not up there. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm weird. It doesn't always keep things as neat and tidy, you know, as I think he'd like, but if the water gets on the ground and it doesn't burn up the pump, what does it matter, you know? Anyway, I'll go turn that pump on. See you when we get there. Now, the pump for this one is down there about 15 feet, I want to say. Man, I need to get to that box right there. And unlike the boss, I'm kind of fat. Oh, oh my God. There we go. All right. Now I gotta keep an eye on that gauge. Because like I said, muscle memory. I almost think there's got to be some other ones turned on with those valves I opened. I think they're right over there. I see some water starting to come up from the highway. One sprinkler over there has a valve on it. Its own individual. I don't know why. Don't make sense to me. Anyway. Oh, I missed one. Sounds like I missed two. But I only see one on right now. You get used to doing that. Nope, I did miss two. I hear them both. That one. And that one. And that one. Can't always see them, but you can hear them. Come on now, hurry up. Ain't got all day. Cover your eyes. Didn't want it to get you. Yeah, it looks like that pressure might be kind of high. Okay. Go give it a check and we'll be back. So that should be running at about, he says 50 pounds. I prefer the 48-pound region. You know, this is way up over 60, so I think I was right. There's like 3 rows over here that I think I'll have to be turned on by hand. This is one of them. I need to change this valve. Look at that thing. I got stabbed on that last year. Hurt like hell. Anyway. I don't remember how many there are, so I'm going to count them. This ground is so terrible. Three. Four. Oh, this one's on a gate valve for whatever reason. There's 5. Six. I think 7, 8, 9. I think. Hill on. There might be one next to that tree. think. Not only am I fat, I'm out of shape. Holy crap. I think yes on that one. I haven't done this for like 6 months, you know. I'll get back to it. It'll be fine. Drop my 20 pounds of hibernation weight. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys can tell. There's a very big gap right here. So this is where like pipes and stuff run. So I think it's from there this way. Not that you guys need to know that. I think. I'm gonna squeeze my behind back in there and see what happens. I think each one of those sprinklers is 1.5, 2 pounds. So we should have dropped it 10 or 12 probably. Alright, we'll see. Okay. Now we wait. Since it's been run, it shouldn't take too long to get up the pressure. Okay, stop. Don't go any farther. That's still too much. Oh, not much too much though. This will go up in a couple more. Hey, that's way better than it was, I'll tell you that. So there's one right there I think I can turn on. And maybe one over there. So I'll give that a shot. Alright, I had to get creative. $50 3/4. I think I can live with that. It's more than I like. The only other thing I could really do is there's one right there and one right there I could turn on. That one didn't need to be on. There were 2 more up there that I got turned on. We had to have run something else with this, and I don't remember what it would have been. Anyway, I'm going to turn on these other 2. And then I'm going to go have lunch. Because, as I said before, I'm a fat ass. Well, got everything opened up. Found a couple of plugs. Got those cleared up. That'll drop that pressure another 2 or 3 pounds. So we should be hanging out at about that, what I like to think, sweet spot of 47, 48 pounds, somewhere in there. And still going down here just fine. That should be almost done, in fact. That'll run, like I said, about an hour. It is 10 to 12. Which means I'm gonna go get lunch. What am I gonna get? Don't know. Where am I gonna go to get it? Can't say. Will I tell you all about it in excruciatingly boring detail later? You betcha. I don't lock my locker. You know why I don't lock my locker? There's only 2 people who work here. And I'm half of those people. So if something comes missing, I know I didn't do it. Anyway, lunchtime. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. I bought a car. Went and got a burrito then, didn't I? How was that quick pan? Whoosh. All right, lunch done been it. I go find another place to start raking. It's not going to be wet. And that's probably where I'm standing now. So I'm going to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, hi. It is 1:30, and here in about half an hour, 45 minutes, I have to leave this cemetery, go over to the other cemetery, which is that way. So I'm pointing that way. Because we have a burial today, and I need to be present for that because that's the rules. Haven't got a whole heck of a lot done. Got some more raking done. That's good. Gotten some sun, clearly. Good strong breeze hits, and I can't turn my head. Our leak's fine. Watering's all done, so that's all right. And I was gonna dig up a couple more of those little yellow capped things. Receivers, I call them. I think they're supposed to be called quick keys or something like that. I don't know. Keyed valves. Who knows? And, well, I could probably dig one up. It's about a 20-minute job if everything goes as intended. And it usually doesn't. There's that one over by the fence that we changed. You were there. You remember. There's that one I think is the last one on the line. And I don't know. So I don't want to mess with that. Not with this little time. And then I've got some over that way to the east. You don't worry about it. They need changed, but they're right at the bases of some trees. So those are never great because there's always roots in the way. And there's some just up this way, right at the base of the pine tree. I thought I changed them all, but I missed one. And doing those ends up taking closer to an hour than 20-30 minutes. So yeah. Right there, probably skin cancer. That's probably Sharpie. Oh, someone's coming up the road. What? I'm busy. Don't turn. Don't turn. No, they're slowing down. No, they sped up. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So, don't really want to rake anymore. I've raked a bunch today. So, I think I will go and attempt to change one more of those receivers. I don't have to cut or glue any pipe for these. Let's just take the old one out, put a nipple on it, put the new one on. There's this thing, that I'm doing. You don't think about it. If you're bearded, you don't. You just do it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Good news is, go home at 5. It's 10-hour days. Don't love them, but we're almost done. Anyway, wherever I'm going, I'll see you there. Well, over there by where my cart's parked is the one I'm digging up. It's far enough away from the tree. There's only one root to deal with, but since this was running earlier, it's all full of water. Once I take that cap off, the water's gonna come out. I don't want that. So I opened a couple of these. So the water's going down there. Which, that's not our water. Okay, I didn't do all that. But, a little bummed. I wanted to get down there and clean up all the crap the wind's blowing in there, and that didn't happen, so. Carry on, my wayward son. Oh, yeah. So, they did something funny down here. One, still got water. It's gonna take a minute. It's fine. It's not like a geyser yet. But this is a 1-inch fitting. But they've got a 3/4 inch pipe coming out here. So that's actually been, there's a reduction bushing right there. Takes that 1 inch down to a 3/4. And I don't know why they did that. But all of them along this line that I've worked on have had that. And I do not know why. So, I don't know if I've got one of those. I need to get a longer. Can I do? No, I gotta go back and get a longer 3/4 inch nipple. Yeah. See? Water. Anyway. I don't even know if I want to struggle trying to take that apart. I broke it trying to get it out. That happens sometimes. It just doesn't end. One 3/4 inch nipple, and bushing later. Now the phone rings. Once again for the second time. All right, well, it would have taken 20 minutes had the phone not rang. So it is time. So I'm gonna get out of here, head over to that burial. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe I won't. I don't know if we talked about these last time. These are markers that we make here at the cemetery. When someone is buried, they get one of these. Everybody gets one. Some people get two if they're special. This has name, birth year, death year, and where they are in the cemetery. Not everybody does these, but we do these, and it makes it really handy when we've got to go out and locate a grave space for somebody, because this will tell us exactly where we're at. So the burial that I've got today is for this gentleman, so this is going with me. After the services are done, the casket is sealed and all of that. When we get the casket, the vault covered, this will go on top. So, let's keep those off. I feel like an idiot wearing those, but they're safety glasses and sunglasses, so, you know. One thing that does two jobs better than any kitchen gadget ever. If you don't know, let me school you. There's basically your options for a service, right? None is an option. You can have no service. That's totally fine. The dead don't care. At least in my experience. Services are for the living, not the deceased, not the dearly departed. You can have a service at the funeral home. Makes it much more of a non-denominational kind of thing. Some people go for that. I think most all of my family members who have passed, who have kicked the bucket, have had funeral home services, because we're not a God-fearing people. You know, nobody got time for that. You can have a church service, of course. Same thing as a funeral home service. You're just having it somewhere else. You can have a graveside service, which means all of the everything takes place at the cemetery. And that's the one we've got today. I go home at 5 o'clock. This upcoming service is a graveside at 3 o'clock, which means it will either be over at 3:30 or much, much later. Graveside services can take a long time, or they can take no time at all. It depends on, of course, the person and how much family they've got. Actually, the boss and I, when we go this way, we drive by a funeral home, and they've got a funeral today, looks like. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 15 cars. Now, if it's a graveside service, they could be starting from there and then heading that way. If it is, that's a relatively small group. I don't know why they'd be all meeting there first, though, so I'm going to assume that they have a different service going on today. That one is not this one. Should have looked at the book. Book would have told me. I don't know that I've ever, in the 3 summers I've been working this job, I don't know that I've ever had a graveside that was this late in the day. I don't know. It's strange. Maybe. I don't know. Man, I'm not an expert in this stuff. Wait right there, buddy. Nobody knows how 4-way stop signs work. Nobody. And it's not complicated. You get there first, you go first. If you get there third, you go third. If you get there and it's a tie for first, whoever's on the right goes first. John Prine has an entire song about this exact situation. This is not a new problem, is what I'm telling you. People can't be trusted to operate stop signs. Drives me nuts, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful day. I know you can just see what's behind me in the window there. It's a beautiful day. The birds are shining, the sun is chirping. That's where I got my food, right there. Good old roll bare toes. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. They way overfilled my Dr. Pepper, and I ended up with half a cup of it in my lap, which does not thrill me. But, what do you do? Can't do anything about it. Oh. Well, there was what I wanted to tell you, so I'll see you when we get there. We have arrived at our destination. It is on the left. Vaults. There's the monument guys. There's a car parked right in the road. Good job. All out of towners. Explains a lot. They got plenty of room. We're alright. See both carts. The guy and his wife are working today. Probably. Anyway. We here. I'll let you guys get to it, and I myself will get to it, and we'll see if I get out of here on time. Wouldn't that be something? So, my job is basically I'm like a representative for the cemetery. I get involved if they need me to. If they need a hand, I go and help out. Mostly I just need to see everything and not be seen. I mean, kind of big brothery. That's how it goes sometimes, but that is my job. And that this was supposed to be a small, 15, 20 people. There's 3-4 times that, so it's always how it goes. Always. But that's okay. If it's what the people need, it's what the people need. You guys can't see, but it's a very, very nice casket. Very nice wooden casket. Don't see many of those anymore. Very, very pretty. Half hour later, still going. Just finished the prayer. I think we're getting close. So, services have concluded. This will be about the time everybody should pick up and, meander on back to wherever they're going. I cannot leave until everybody's gone, and the monument guys can't do their job until everybody's gone. This is not a critique or a criticism. This is just, this is why sometimes these take a long time for the monument folks and us, because we have to be here before everybody else. We're the first here and we're the last to go. So it's 45 minutes or so far. It is 4:15. Some of the people have left. Nobody has driven on the grass yet, which is that's a positive. We really don't want them to do that. When everybody kind of gets out of the way so it's not too weird, I'll walk you guys over and see if I can show you as much of that the burial rig as I can. It's rather interesting. So once the people are out of here, then the funeral director can go, and then the monument guy can come in and start doing his thing, and then I can go. And I can get back to the other cemetery and try and remember what the heck it was I had to do today before I went home. And then I can probably go home, because it is after 4. Yeah. Well, I couldn't show you. I'm sorry. They got there before I was able to. But it was a very nice casket. It was very nice. That's it. That's the day. There was a lot that happened kind of in between everything, but you guys got the highlights. That's about the reading level we're at here. So, it is 5 o'clock on the dot, but since the burial ran kind of late, I am not quite at go home time yet. Clean up the office, clean the coffee maker, take the trash out, make sure everything's locked up and tied down, because we're supposed to have another beautiful windstorm tomorrow. Just what I need. But it's another Friday here in the Boneyard. Hope you enjoyed.